It started like any other magical Coldplay concert. Night thousands of fans packed into Gillette Stadium. Hearts lifted by the music, lights shimmering in the dark, and Chris Martin doing what he does best, connecting with people. The crowd was alive with emotion as Coldplay reached the halfway point in their set. That's when it happened, the moment that flipped the night on its head and sent the internet into a frenzy. As Martin improvised a playful tune called the Jumbotron song, the arena's massive kiss cam panned across the audience. It was supposed to be lighthearted, a sweet interlude to highlight fans sharing love, laughter, maybe even a shy peck on the cheek. But one couple's reaction sparked something else entirely. A silver-haired man leaned in toward a blonde woman beside him, and just as they caught the camera's eye, everything shifted. Chris Martin's voice playfully paused. "Whoa, look at these two," he said, drawing the audience's full attention to the screen. Laughter rippled through the stadium, but it wasn't just because of what Martin said next. It was what happened on screen. As soon as the couple realized they were being broadcast to thousands of fans, the woman swiftly turned away, almost flinching. The man's expression changed in an instant. He backed out of the frame awkwardly, looking anything but amused. Martin, half laughing, tried to lighten the moment. Either they're having an affair, or they're just very shy. The crowd exploded with cheers and knowing laughter, but not everyone took it as a joke. The internet didn't wait. Within hours, the clip had gone viral. Social media detectives zoomed in, compared photos, scoured LinkedIn profiles, and within a day, a theory began to spread like wildfire. People claimed the man in the video wasn't just any concert goer. He was Andy Byron, CEO of a New York-based tech firm called Astronomer. And the woman by his side? Kristin Cabot, the company's chief people officer, someone who, by all public records, had a strictly professional relationship with him. Or so it seemed. No names had been officially confirmed, and neither Byron nor Cabot had released a statement. But the internet wasn't interested in caution or context. Rumors swirled, speculation ignited, and what was meant to be a fun musical moment now hovered dangerously close to scandal. The implications? Immense. Not just for the individuals involved, but for the company they led together. And as the crowd's laughter faded into digital suspicion, the line between a joke and real-life consequences began to blur. As the crowd erupted with laughter at Chris Martin's playful jab, the camera quickly panned away, but the moment had already sparked an unexpected frenzy. Within hours, social media platforms and online forums were ablaze with speculation about the identity of the mystery couple. Internet sleuths wasted no time. Frame-by-frame breakdowns of the kiss cam footage emerged, drawing comparisons to publicly available photos. Soon, a consensus began to form. The man bore a striking resemblance to Andy Byron, CEO of the tech startup Astronomer, while the woman seated beside him looked remarkably like Kristin Cabot, the company's chief people officer. The theory gained even more traction when users unearthed company event photos where Byron and Cabot had appeared together multiple times over the years. While these appearances had always been framed as professional, the seemingly intimate moment caught on the Jumbotron painted a different picture, at least in the public's eyes. The speculation gained momentum, fueled by the awkward body language captured during the concert. In the video, the woman quickly turns her face, while the man subtly moves out of frame, behavior many interpreted as a guilty reaction. Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy, Martin had joked. But for the online crowd, the second option was quickly discarded. What was meant as an offhand comment turned into digital kindling that lit up a viral wildfire, with Reddit threads titled, "Caught on the Jumbotron," and TikTok videos stitching together their LinkedIn profiles. The story took on a life of its own. Some posts went so far as to claim this wasn't the first time the two had been spotted together outside of work. While no photographic proof supported such claims, that didn't stop the accusations. Back on LinkedIn, Andy Byron's page became a target of relentless comments. Coldplay lyrics were now being twisted into memes and punchlines. "Fix you? Our marriage?" one user quipped. Another jabbed, "A sky full of stars," and at least 2 HR violations. Some comments were snarky, others accusatory, and many simply questioned the ethics of a CEO appearing so intimately with a subordinate, whether or not an actual affair was taking place. Despite the growing noise, neither Byron nor Cabot addressed the situation publicly. Their silence, predictably, only fueled more rumors. The absence of a clear denial or any explanation was interpreted by many as indirect confirmation that something inappropriate was going on. In the public arena, perception quickly becomes reality, and without clarification, the speculation festered. By the following week, the situation had escalated beyond anything Byron or Cabot could have anticipated. What began as a misinterpreted moment during a concert had transformed into a full-blown corporate scandal, one that Astronomer, the company they helped build, could no longer ignore. Internal sources reported that the company's board of directors had convened for an emergency meeting. While no official statement was released, leaked memos hinted at growing concerns over leadership integrity and the company's reputation. Shareholders, already uneasy due to a recent dip in stock performance, were now voicing louder demands for transparency. Soon after, employees began noticing a shift. HR sent out an internal message reiterating the company's code of conduct, specifically highlighting rules about workplace relationships between senior executives and their direct reports. Though no names were mentioned, the message was clear, and the timing made the target obvious. The real breaking point came when a former employee anonymously published a Medium post titled, "What Really Happens at Astronomer?" describing a culture of blurred boundaries and preferential treatment. While the post didn't accuse anyone directly, it detailed a pattern of executive behavior that painted a damning picture, one the public was more than ready to accept. The fallout was swift. Kristin Cabot quietly updated her LinkedIn profile, removing her position at Astronomer. No farewell post, no public statement, just a digital disappearance. A few days later, the company released a bland press statement noting her departure and thanking her for her contributions. The vagueness of the message only fueled the fire further. As for Byron, he attempted to weather the storm. He appeared at a tech summit a month later, delivering a keynote speech with his usual confidence. But the questions from reporters after the event weren't about AI or data scalability. They were about the kiss cam, Cabot, and the silence that followed. His no comment response only deepened the narrative that he had something to hide. Coldplay, meanwhile, remained completely silent on the matter. Chris Martin's offhand comment had sparked the fire, but the band wisely avoided stepping into the mess that followed. In fact, the moment was edited out of the official tour video released later that year. In the end, what should have been an ordinary night at a concert became a PR nightmare that derailed a promising executive career, exposed cracks in a rising tech company, and reminded everyone that in the age of social media, no moment, no matter how fleeting, is ever truly private.